up. All you gotta do is fall in love. Welcome to another exciting episode of the... Oh, fuck me dead. Let's try it again. Oh, sure to group. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Feel It Real Fun Show. My name is Mr. 2020. Victoria is on special assignment. In other words, going nuts in the garden. I'll just share a bunch of places. And... No, we're not going to share there. We don't know if they like me anymore. All right. Cool. Robin, Joe Weldon. How good is this? So today we're going to dive into your manifesting questions answered live. I'm going to wear a spiffy hat. I'm going to smoke the world's second smallest Cohiba Cuban cigar. Look at that. Oh, somebody. Hey, yeah, get Sizzle here. Right, get him here. And so look at that. The world's second smallest official Cohiba cigar. So let me light that up. As you guys type in, okay, by the way, share the show. Let's get some people here. Good Lord, I have no idea if I've ever smoked live on a show before. Anyway, your manifesting questions answered live. Today is the Pearl Power Pack special show. We're going to refer back to the Pearl Power Pack a lot because the Pearl is important. Anyway, visit us at freeneville.com. Go there, lots of articles. Just put up a $15,000 super win. I just love stuff like that. Robin, thank you for inviting people. Lisa Ann, thank you for inviting people. Joe Weldon, thank you for inviting people. I love people, as you know. Visit us at freeneville.com. Join us at manifestingmasterycourse.com. Yada, yada, yada. Right? Most of you all have done it. Dream Driven Day, October. Starts in, 16 days, something like that. Join us. It looks like it's going to be a very small group, so if you like personal attention... Meanwhile, I haven't sent out freaking hardly any updates or any emails about it. Beth, she's not like the rest, is here. Make sure you watch the video I just put up at feelitrealfun.com. All right, so, God, as I suck on the world's second smallest, they actually make one smaller, but this is an official Cohiba from Cubana. All right, so Anne says, I doubt when I am tired. By the way, how about a sound check? Do I sound all right? Just not like I can do a damn thing about it, but I'd like the confirmation. Oh, there goes Emmett. Anne says, I doubt when I am tired. I catch myself doubting my manifesting when I'm tired. Suggestions? Cool. Really invest a lot of those moments. I am so in the habit of when I am tired. Emmett, what the fuck are you barking about? Oh, must be a cat guy over there. Anyway, you hear those other dogs going off? So, I catch myself doubting my manifesting when I am tired. Suggestions. Don't go to war. So many people go to war, and it's almost like... So, we just did a call on the magic moment. Brian, you should see the other part of the view here. We just did a call on the magic moment, which I would highly suggest for everyone, because Blake says there is a magic moment every day that the devil cannot find. The devil, Satan, is doubt. And there's just a real interesting dynamic that happens whenever you slip into doubt, when you listen to doubt. And that's a big thing, listening to doubt. Don't do that. Instead of trying to counter your imaginings, so let's say you've imagined having a puppy, and you find yourself doubting you can have a puppy, and you're imagining you're going to have to settle for a hamster, and the hamster bites you, and all that bullshit. Because that's how the brain tends to work. I would just imagine something lovely for anyone. Anyone at all. Like, I'll be in bed, or I'll be relaxing, and if, like, some weird-ass doubt kind of thing shows up, because I'm tired, and this is part of the thing with being tired, I will invest that state akin to sleep, that tiredness. And whoever pops up, Dr. Brian, Joe Weldon, Colby, Beth, yes, somebody will get the benefit of that moment. So, hamster equals Emmett. Fair enough, Joe. All right, I wanted a dog. I got Emmett. Fair enough. Good job. So, Ann, stay tuned. We're going to continue to answer this as we explore more questions and enjoy this lovely little, the world's second smallest official Cohiba cigar. By the way, you can tell I imported these because you see that lovely label? Not one tobacco product in Australia can legally have that on it because apparently it makes it like more deadly or something. I don't understand the weird-ass government logic. So next, Cindy and MM. This is a long one, but it's really good. I'm not going to edit shit out of this because this is great. Cindy says, we all know and love Cindy, right? If she's not here, tag her and bag her. Might be interesting to touch on Manifesting Mastery Lesson 55. What would you not do? As I read that email this morning, I went back to ask myself that question. By the way, Cindy's redoing ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. Again, why? Right? Yeah, because it's cool, it's fun, and it works. I read that email this morning and went back to ask myself that question. Okay, in the old days I would pay bills. I would put them in order of due date. And then I'd go, well, I pay the snake handler because it's due on the 10th, and I'll pay the dominatrix wardrobe lady on the 15th, and finally on the 20th, the traffic tickets for my magic carpet, which I keep forgetting is double parked. In other words, I would stop filing those mofos in date order already. Yeah, you know what I do? Ashley, welcome to the show. When the bill comes in, me or Victoria puts it on my desk. Yeah, Cindy does have great humor, doesn't she, Lisa? I put it on my desk, and within 24 hours it's paid, because I've got enough shit on my desk to clutter it, right? I just don't want bills on there cluttering things. I don't want bills cluttering my consciousness. In Dream Driven Day, the doors are open for October. One of the lessons is on Declutter the Nutter. And as long as you've got clutter, because what are the things that I would not do if I doubled my income and worked half the time? What are the things that I would not do if I was happily married? If I'm happily married, I'm not going to be looking for a text every 10 minutes. Am I, Victoria, who's on special assignment in the garden, dropping by? So, what would I not do? This is a great question. Another one that I love to ask when people rent my brain is, what would you lack? What would you lack if your wish were fulfilled? And that's using lack like using doubt as a tool, and we can go into that some other time. This is great, Cindy. So let's continue to answer your question as well as Ann's, as I smoke this world's second smallest Cohiba cigar. Look at that. Oh, it's so little compared to my fingers. Could you hear Bill Clinton just coming out there? Monica. Gosh darn it. You know he smoked, right? Bill Clinton smokes cigars? No. You should see her. She's like so into the garden. She's just great. All right. Next. Ivana Usha. Hey, how you doing? Loving your road trip, and thank you for sending me I saw the photos. Meanwhile, Ivana in MM says, how to make it about me. How to make it about me when others pop up in my mind, which is disturbing me. God, that's so good. Oh yeah, you guys are here. Ashley says, 20 doesn't know that when I imagine him, he's always wearing a hat and smoking a cigar and smiling. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, you let it be all about you. If you try to make it about you, there's a war. Letting it be all about me allows myself to there's this little thing. You'll notice my phraseology is very specific. It's often imitated, never duplicated. When I say, what I want, for anyone who wants to make money, I want you to make money while doing what you love. And the thing is, so of course I love talking to people, so I'm doing more of those rent my brain things. I'm having a blast with that. But I also like time down. I also like time where I just smoke a cigar, hang out in the portable disposable hot tub, make my dog chase the ball in the garden, chase my wife in the garden. And so we set up the business also to provide money whenever I'm not doing something. So I make a recording, sell it 100 times, 1,000 times, so on and so forth. It's making my life all about me. So if you find an it's not about making it, it's about letting it. the more ways you can simply let your meal be about you instead of the meal, the more ways you can find to simply let, when I give someone a compliment, it's about them, but it's also about me giving the compliment, me appreciating the beauty. And there are these little tiny things. This may not make direct sense, but I can promise you, anywhere in your life where you can let it be about you, not make it about me. That becomes real kind of weird. But letting us, you're just letting it be about you. That takes you to the love that you are. So I'm going to continue to answer this both before and after the question. Some of y'all notice I do that just for fun. Otherwise I get bored, and it's not good when I get bored. Oh, where the fuck did my lighter go? There it is. So, doo-be-bop-bop-doo. Another thing you'll notice from the earlier one, I don't say, okay, right, so it's going to them, I have to make it about me, it's going to them, I make it about me. That introduces the war back. It takes us back to the earlier question about when I'm tired, I doubt. Am I manifesting? And so then what most people do is go, right, so since I'm imagining living under a bridge, I'll imagine living in a nice house. Fuck it, forget about you and your problem, because you are identifying as a problem. And start imagining lovingly for someone else. And that takes you to another state. Ivana, you're welcome. That takes you to another state of realizing you are an active imaginer. So you're changing from being a passive imaginer, getting sucked in, to being an active imaginer. It's like, who can I bless? And it might be 3 in the morning and you pop up, or Queen Levi pops up. So this is really cool. Listen to this one a couple times. This is really, really decent. So, Ivana in MM. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we've got Dream-Driven Day Robin. Oh my God. This is good because I'm done when the cigar's done. Sorry, Emmett. I dropped the coveted torch on the coveted table. Sally, and I'm sorry, Robin. Robin says, twin flames and luck. I'm going to need luck to answer this one. So ready? Hey, TT, what do you think of twin flames? I have no clue, right? I love that you asked this, because I mentioned the other week about, like people ask me questions like, how do you feel about old people, or how do you manifest for unborn people, or whatever. That there are these fascinating things to me. So concepts that are made up that are commonly accepted. I just imagine for people, because I love people. I imagine love, I just want people to notice the love that they are. And so what do I think of twin flames? I have no idea what it means. I think I asked you. I can't remember what you said. What I notice is love. Period. And you get to love. You get to love people. You get to discover the love that you are. So anytime Levi loves my hat, thank you. Anytime you can just explore, exposing and exploring and expanding the love that you are. All right. It's getting put to the point where I remove the coveted tiny little label. Look at that. Oh, look how little that label is. It's a genuine Cohiba, the second smallest they make. Meanwhile, Robin asks a second question. Well, you're going to drive Victoria nuts with doing the show edits. This is great. I love driving Victoria nuts, right? Are people born lucky? No. All right. Sally on Facebook, revise or imagine. No, just kidding, before we get to there, right? Are people born lucky? Here's the cool thing. We talked about this. I was planning on talking about the Pearl Power Pack more in this show. I haven't. So I will now. Are people born lucky? When people talk about luck, they talk about it as if it's something external to them. I love that whole thing of you build your own luck through what's it called? Preparation, whatever. Are people born lucky? My question is, how do you feel? I used to have a friend that used to go to Vegas all the time. I would talk and would explore the state of being lucky, and he'd go win lots of money. And then there were times where he'd go and he'd continue to play when he wasn't feeling that. You remember, lucky is a mood. Right? Lucky is a mood. What is a state? Neville says to put yourself in the mood of I remember when. If you want to experience being lucky, you put yourself in the mood of being lucky. and you can factor in the 4 happy chemicals with that too. So, are people born lucky? Nah. Yeah. Here's what I notice. You can create this state, that you could call lucky, and just enjoy what you do with that. God, this is so good. Makes me want a whiskey at 10:15 in the morning. Radio. Sally on Facebook. Revise or imagine. Oh my God. Ooh, there's my tea. The tea magically levitates over. Beauty. Look at that. She hears me beckoning. Yep, that's warm. All right, put that down there. Safety is number 1 priority. All right, I have a few things in my appearance that I would like to be different. Should I revise or manifest them disappearing? Yes, you should. Right, now here's the cool thing, right? How many of you knew I was going to say that, right? Yes, you should. But most people don't do their shoulds. So, like that whole thing of the whole cheesecake versus celery thing. Victoria planted cheesecake, celery in the garden. Right? We'll eat it when we eat soup. But let's be honest, right? If it's like, hey, Mr. 20, here's some celery. You should eat the celery. Here's some cheesecake. Radio. Down it goes. Meanwhile, should I revise or manifest? Do both. By the way, they're both, revision is just one way to imagine. We'll talk about Neville's 3 tools. I don't know if you've done this yet, but we have a cool little 7-day thing. It's a gift. All you got to do is go to easymanifestingmethods.com. That's easymanifestingmethods.com. Faith, I'm with you. I want a cheesecake plant. Right. I'll take one of each. So, what the hell was I talking about? Yeah, go there, sign up, get those 7 lessons. In those 7 lessons, we go through the 3 tools in the toolbox, and I'll do a quick little 30-second version of all of them. Ready? So, I remember when. Neville says to put yourself in an I remember when mood. It ain't the words. Put yourself in an I remember when mood. What does he mean by that? Neville Goddard says, you remember when she was single by imagining her married. So when I remember when it was cold outside and I was doing this show, that sort of puts it in the past and disconnects me from the cold. Got it? So you can you could look in the mirror, and I'm assuming maybe you got 3 eyes or something. I don't know. Like some people are trying to get the 3rd eye to open. Some people try to camouflage it under a hat. But if you look in the mirror and there's something you want to have different, or maybe it's your butt, I don't know. Right? Everyone's got their own thing. Personally, I wouldn't mind my butt to be a little smaller. Right? But I digress. All right, Luke, I am your father. So you can feel something that's currently present. You can feel it into your past. You remember when it was a vacant lot. Why you still see it as a vacant lot? You just sort of feel that in the past. You can revise. Generally, like if something bothers me, like what Victoria did yesterday. And I go, righty-o. You know what? She made me happy yesterday. So I can sit back and relax a little bit. I just sort of enter that state akin to sleep a tiny little bit, feel a little tired. And instead of her making me happy yesterday, she could have made me, that's right, very happy. So I'm revising my yesterday. Who fucking right? And then there's that 3rd thing, right? Congratulatory conversations, They find me strutting into the pool today. So I imagine strutting into the pool today and go, 20, what's wrong with you? You look happy. So, yep, happy and satisfied. Hoo-ha. So I can imagine that, right? So you can play with all 3 of those tools for any particular wish. And the key thing is just to play. You do the imaginal experience to have the imaginal experience, and that experience oozes in the most delightful way. Neville says you give a state life. You give it the tones of reality. So, part 2 of Sally on Facebook's Mustang Sally. All right. She says, I'm interested to take TT's courses in the near future. Where should I start? EasyManifestingMethods.com. Do those little freebies, right? Start with those. Nancy Parker is in the building. That's right. So this whole thing of ManifestingMasteryCourse.com is the backbone of all we do. $97, 90 days, all that bullshit. The number one problem that I have, I've got two problems with Manifesting Mastery course people, though. Asia says I'm handsome. That's right. So I've got two problems with Manifesting Mastery course members. Number one, right, that they go, right, I'm going to do Manifesting Mastery course and only Manifesting Mastery course for 90 days. Right? But Mr. 20, I really want to learn about revision. But Mr. 20, I've got some money problems. And I'll say, hey, get that little $7 revision pack. Get that little $7 money pack. If you have a desire to learn about something, dive into it. No, I'm waiting. Right? I'm waiting till day 91. Right? Why wait? Not a fan of the state of waiter. So, manifestingmasterycourse.com. And I have no idea what else I suggested for you. But, oh yeah, you asked about revision to the max.com. Fuck me. Look at that. Okay, let's see. I think I've got one more awesome, amazing, bombastic, fantastic, elastic question. Look at that. Perfect. Look at that timing. Alessandra, welcome to the show. Alright, so... Okay, that's pretty good. There was a little tail end there, but I'm just going to stop there. Lisa in La Rock. Welcome to the show. Actually, you've been here the whole time. But we get to Lisa in La Rock's question. Opportunity cost and the unexpected. Can you believe this? She asked me this question hours ago. And now we dive into opportunity cost and the unexpected. This is how fucking real my life is. Ready? Hello, 20 in Victoria. Hey. Right? I'll tell Victoria later. Right? I'm wondering what you mean when you say opportunity cost. Cool. And we'll continue with that. Okay, opportunity cost is this. In this moment, right, I can do, well, for the past 21 minutes. Right? So here's the deal. In the past 21 minutes, I've got a choice with what do I do with these last 21 minutes. And Victoria basically said, look. She goes, right. And she's got her shit going on. So I was, okay, you want to spend time doing that? You spend time doing that. Right? She's got a desire. And I'm not going to say don't fulfill your desire. Right? We've got a show. Right? She's got a desire. Fuck it. Go do your desire. Have some fun. Right? All that good shit. Meanwhile, there's an opportunity cost. So I'm noticing, how do I want to invest this time? Because I could have written an article, I could have worked on an email, could have done a couple things. And so I sat down, I wrote my article, worked on an email, got those things done, and it's still 10 minutes to the show. So I told Victoria, I said, all right, you do your thing, I'm doing the show. And so just for fun, I'm doing the show. Can you guys hear that horrible noise? All right, apparently nobody's complaining. That's good. Unbelievable. Send a helicopter over my house while we're doing the show. So with an opportunity cost, it basically is... Oh, Tony Doyle, let's see. What does it cost you? What does it cost you not to, right? So you've got an opportunity... right now, I've got a slice of time. What am I going to do with that slice of time? And today I invested in the show. Right? So when I invested in the show, I can't sit here and read a book. I can't call my mom on the phone. But what do I want to... So every opportunity has a cost. Oh, that sounds moronic, doesn't it? But it really is, what kind of payoff do I want? How do I want to give? Because I only got this particular stuff. Marie, hey, how are you? Cool. I'd love to have a chat with you sometime. I miss you. So... I think that's a good intro to opportunity cost. Let's see how I circle around to it. And are there outcomes which you never saw coming during the building stage of your mission? Perhaps unexpected blessings. We're still building, and we're going into another phase of building, like right now. And so I got to. So we started doing these little testimonial things, and you and I just chatted about doing one this morning. So I'm just asking people as I've got time, hey, would you want to do one of these with me? I did one with Beth, I did one with Brian, did one with Ashley, did one with Sybil, and so on. And just little tiny chats about, hey, what's your DDDMM experience like? Anula, welcome to the show. And of course, here's your primary quote-unquote motivator for doing these, business. Get people in programs, because I know the programs bless people. And so here's an unexpected outcome. So it takes us 15, 20 minutes to do one of these damn things. It takes me about an hour of editing to clean it up. And put it in the processors and all that shit. I cry. I am so touched by the love, by the sharing, by the success stories. So are there outcomes which I never saw coming during the building stage as we build into this next phase? Because I should have been doing video testimonials 4 years ago. We just didn't have the tech for it, and I wasn't going to learn the hard tech. This new tech's pretty easy, but it just takes time. But I am blown away by these. So there are outcomes, like me personally being touched by these in such a deep way. And I think that's a big thing, because one of the things that I've been exploring a lot recently with people is on one-on-ones, I think a little bit in the groups, is this whole thing of any lift produces lift anywhere. Any love, any richness produces richness anywhere. If you take the time to enrich, if you just experience a rich, lovely, enriching meal, that gives to everywhere in your life. If you take a moment and I give Ashley a ring, hey, got a minute? Boom. Just a 60-second thing. That enriches my life in all kind of ways. So like anytime you can expose, explore, expand richness, there's going to be outcomes and quote-unquote consequences that you can't possibly predict. And that's what I love about this stuff, because I can pick an end. I can give love, I can give life to an end. But the bridges along the way and the ripples that come out of that, this is why I'm so massively on this whole thing of, Neville Goddard says, you are the wisdom, the power, and the love. The power doesn't operate itself, so you're also the operant power. You're the wisdom because as you play and as you grow, you get wisdom through experience. Then there's this whole thing of what you really are at the core is love. So I can't help but imagine lovingly for her, for the puppy, for the garden, for you, at any point in time. So, and what that does, that being willingness, or I could just be a judgmental, picky-ass asshole and always pick on everyone and just say everyone's a fucking idiot. And you see what happens there. That just chops me to bits. Even it's just not a good way to live, because it denies the love that you are. Luke says, my MMDD and remarkable experiences have been absolutely amazing. Let's do a chat. Yeah, let's do one of them video things, Luke. That'd be fun. So, cool. Poke me. All right, unexpected blessings. I think that sums it up. So, in quick recap, I'll tell you, fuck the recap. Because my cigar's getting low. I've got to relight it one more time. You're not like the rest. I just finished Beth's. Beth, I was working on our video before I got coffee made this morning. I don't know why. I got out of bed and it's like, oh my God, let me just edit one more little thing here. Let me include. Oh, it's just so much fun. When is the next club? Tony Doyle, you wait. Poke me, and we got to talk about some other stuff too. Dr. Brian. Fuck the recap. That's right. So, everyone, because Victoria will be investing her time later, right after. I mean, you should see her. Like, she's just wow. So everyone, ready? Tell us, what was your strawberry bit? Whoa! Look at it. I just love this. Dear TT and V, aw, thanks, Fran. What was your strawberry bit from today's show? Okay, ready? I'll be Victoria for a second. Put the head on this way. Victoria, my strawberry bit was that I got to do what I wanted to do this morning. Yes, Victoria. Okay. Awesome. My strawberry bit, I just love how they all weave together. And the fact that I really planned on talking a lot about the Pearl Power Pack this morning, and I didn't. But at the core of it all, as far as I'm concerned, what you are is love, and whatever you do, buy the Pearl. PearlPowerPack.com. Here's the background story on that real quick. They told us we had to vote. I still wasn't allowed to get my hair cut or go to a restaurant or the pool. I copped an attitude. It's like, right, you're not telling me that I have to go vote and stand in line, but I'm not allowed to go to the pool or get a haircut, right? That's called bullshit. So I protested. I said, fuck it, I am not voting. And I will pay the fine. I thought, how will I pay the fine? Well, if I double my income worked half the time, let's do a live call on the Pearl of Great Price. Because I'm not into politics, otherwise it's known as many bloodsuckers. Poly as in many, ticks as in diseased bloodsuckers. I don't believe politics is the cause of anything. It's the symptom. Meanwhile, so we had a call on the Pearl of Great Price. It was so good we had 3. And we put all 3 in a pack for the price of 1. That's at pearlpowerpack.com. You can read about 21,237 emails. Yes, I checked through Gmail. Problems that people have because they bought and then sold or never bought or didn't understand the Pearl. So we did those 3 calls. pearlpowerpack.com. All right, there's my Crest commercial. Politics, figuring it out. All right, one more little light, and we'll do the closing. What does Victoria normally say? She was trying to help me out. I don't know what she's doing. She's like writing on the air over there now. She can hear me. Anyway, there's a box, a Hangman. We're playing Hangman. Anybody here watch You on Netflix? There's a Hangman scene in there, which is priceless. Anyway, visit us at freenovel.com, yada, 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 all that bullshit. Easy manifesting methods. Go there, do that. Manifesting Mastery Course.com, because it's a 90-day adventure and all that stuff. Dream Driven Day October, we start in like 17 days. It's going to be a small group. Who the fuck knows? I might get a fuck ton of people signing up because they still haven't sent out any real emails about it. And I've just been blown away by these testimonials. So, all right, that's it. And for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com. Who in the ha? And look at that. Talk about perfect timing. That's right. Have a lovely day, everyone. My name is Mr. 2020, and your name is